certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Everybody, good morning. Trying really hard to keep all this, out of sight and out of mind. It's hard after Thanksgiving. It's, why? Why? SP and I were talking about that last night. Why? Why do we do that? Why do we pick a day and go, we're just going to eat remarkably irresponsibly, as though we're all like vegetarians and vegans the rest of the year? Like, isn't that a Gaffigan joke where he's like, yeah, Thanksgiving, we're just going to pick one day and we're going to overeat. And it's like, we do that every day. Yeah, but we're going to make really cool foods to overeat on, like really specific foods that you just gorge yourself on. So like at my parents' house every year, from like 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock to 1:30. It's just all these different hors d'oeuvres. There's just like stuffed mushrooms and a ham pickle wrap, sausage spread and crackers, pate, sourdough bread and spinach dip, and just all the, and it's bacon wrapped sausages. It's a lot. And then a few hours later, you're going to have this big traditional Thanksgiving meal. Luckily, I skipped that part. Either way, though, like it's just, and then you feel bad the rest of the day. You just feel like shit. So they put football on so that you'll feel different about feeling like shit. I don't know. I feel fine. All right. I'm a little self-conscious of this bad boy today. That's all. Welcome to the show. It is officially 5 years ago today, 5 years ago at this time, I logged into Twitch to do a morning broadcast. And for the first time in, holy shit, 5.5 years, it was not being broadcast on terrestrial radio because we had decided to, we had a choice to either accept new terms, which would include giving up all of our social media, our Twitch accounts, everything to the station, whereas we owned them independently, or go out on our own. And we decided we're going to go out on our own. And we did it, and we've done it, and 5 years later, here we are, and we are celebrating today. Thank you guys so much. So, and I'm sorry, I have a fat guy thing to admit real quick. My daughter made oatmeal butterscotch cookies on Wednesday night. And I decided to have one before the show. I have a chunk of oatmeal. Got it. Stuck in the back of my tooth. That was disgusting. I'm sorry. That was desperate. I had to do it. Yeah, I was trying to manipulate it with my tongue, and I wasn't going to keep trying to do that for the next 4 hours. So We just had to do a dirty move, get our finger in there, yank the sumbitch out, throw it in the garbage. So today we celebrate. We do a traditional Rumble Friday show, but if you'd like to get extra generous to help us celebrate that 5th anniversary, that's awesome. We're bringing back some names from the past today. Johnny's going to be here at 8. Matt and Oz have agreed to just, here's what I told the guys. It's the day after Thanksgiving. You might be with your families, all that stuff. Just within 10 minutes of when you want to go on, shoot me a text, shoot me a DM. We'll throw you on. Easy enough. So we've got Johnny at 8. Matt's coming on. Oz is coming on. Might have another person or two. And we're going to have a lot of fun today. We'll reminisce. We'll go down memory lane. You guys can, of course, send in your favorite moments over the course of either these last 5 years or the last 10 years. I'd like to keep it the last 5 because I feel like the one in August celebrates Steel Toes, like what was this year? The 11-year anniversary. So for 11 years, we've been doing Steel Toes since August of 2014. And then today we more celebrate just the going independent part because that's crazy. That's something nobody else has done. Nobody else can take away from us. Nobody has taken the show we had on the medium we had it on, completely moved it in like 2 days, took it in 2 days and just moved it right online and has survived for this long. It's incredible. It's an amazing accomplishment. I'm ridiculously proud of it. And especially since we had to go through a very dark time about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, and we've come out of that better than anybody ever expected. And we continue to move up from there. So thank you, everybody who stuck with us. Thank you, everybody who's joined in over the course of these last 5 years in making this show what it is. Joey Caravello starting us off today with $5. Says, Johnny, stick your tongue up Digger's poop pipe. Hello, Joey. Good morning. Also, $2 from Joey Caravello says, did they serve Ethiopian clit? Now we're just going too far. Chips and Diff says, just don't look at the numbers today. No, there's not going to be any reason to look at the numbers on Black Friday. I mean, 5 years ago, there was a reason to look at the numbers because everyone was going, what the fuck happened? What's the deal? And we debuted to, I think, like 2,500 people at a time on Twitch. And then after suspensions and all that, that gradually went down to about 600-700. And guess where we are today? About 600-700 at a time. So we've held on. We've held on. We've kept this thing going. And really, from the very beginning, that's all I wanted. From the very beginning, what I wanted was I want to take what we've built, maintain it, keep it going. And so far, so good. We've done that. We've grown through Rumble. We've grown through the creator program, which I think we have to thank Corey for that. I think Corey introduced us to Rumble, and then we started using that. And now when we get a suspension and all this shit from YouTube, it doesn't matter. We just hop onto Rumble. We do big numbers over there. Our profile raises over there. And then when we go back to every time we get suspended, more people shift over to Rumble and the audience share stays the same. Like the amount of audience stays the same, but the audience share shifts. I mean, Rumble's been our #1 platform for 2 years now. I love it. And then the creator program, just extra revenue, just shooting into your pocket. You know, you can bring Oz back. You can lower goals. You can do all that shit. Oh, man, has it just been an amazing ride. So amidst all the ups and downs, amidst all the other stuff, thank you guys so much for sticking with us. Thank you for hanging out with us today. It's a Rumble Link Friday. Treat it like any other Friday. I'm celebrating 5 years. If you want to throw in your links that have, I can't believe I'm going to say this, a little old school steel toe flavor. As you can see, I'm wearing my Rockin' 101. I think this is a Gen 3, Gen 4 steel toe shirt. I can't remember what this one says on the back. I think it's one of our shittier ones. But I have a crawl space that's just full of old steel toe merch. And I dug this little bastard out, threw him in the wash, and then put him on today. I had it hanging up on the door like a goddamn jersey this morning. Thank you very much to Joey Caravello with another 2. He says, I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving with the family. You have been very strong not to cry about going to jail. You're a big boy now. Oh, speaking of going to jail, something that, we're celebrating today for people that love Steel Toe. We're celebrating today for people who really enjoy this show. But I got to throw the haters a little something, right? I mean, what is it that Tampa Terry says? My haters make me famous. And I got to tell you, smacking the shit out of you guys at my lowest point and then continuing to smack the shit out of you after and watching you lose your fucking minds about it, it feels really good. But speaking of going back to jail, you want to see what I got yesterday? On my way to Shoreview, watch them lose their fucking mind. Ready? I got, let's cover all the, I don't know what's all on here, but I got one of these. Yeah. I got one of these yesterday. I got myself a speeding ticket. They were out, by the way, they were out in full force yesterday. I'm pretty sure what they wanted to do was they wanted to catch all the people getting shit hammered and driving from house to house on Thanksgiving. There were police cars as far as the eye can see. And look, we can complain about speeding tickets. We can try to talk our way out of them. But sometimes they do have you dead to rights. And on this one, on 94, around Maple Grove, it goes from 70 miles per hour to 60 miles per hour. And I was going about 78, 79. And when it goes from 60 to 70, you got to be cognizant of that. You got to bring it back down because nobody's going to pull you over for going 7 or 8 miles per hour over. Hell, everybody is. But if you're going 17 or 18 miles per hour over and it's Thanksgiving and there's barely anyone on the road, you're fucked. So I'm in the car with the kids. An unmarked car pulls me over. I'm like, shit. And I'm like, what? I didn't understand. I'm like, what the hell are they pulling me over for? And as I pull over, I'm probably 50 feet from the sign that says speed limit 60. And like, I can't make an excuse. I grew up in this area. I grew up down there. I made the 94 drive from St. Cloud to Minneapolis millions of times. So I knew, I just forgot. So instead of like arguing with the police officer and this and that, I'm like, what's the problem? They're like, well, and I looked and I saw this. I go, oh, shoot. And I told the police officer, I'm like, I forgot it drops down to 60 here. I'm so sorry. Blah, 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 blah. I was nice. I show him by the way, having the insurance card on your phone, so much better. I love that. So I show my insurance to them. They cut me a break. They went 10 miles per hour over, probably pay $100, call this a day. You got to wait. The worst thing is you got to wait. You got to wait like 7 days before you can pay the thing. You can go online. Like it's not up there right now. If I go try to pay this right now, it won't be registered as a ticket. I got to wait like 7 days to pay the thing. Hate that. I like to just get rid of the fucker. But anyway, yeah, got a speeding ticket yesterday. And I figure the second that I announced on the show that I got a speeding ticket, I figured I would break the brains of all the message board people and shit. Hey, he's going to go back to jail because you got a speed. You don't go back to jail for a speeding ticket. If they said that while you're on probation, if you get a speeding ticket, you go back to jail, they would just do away with the idea of probation. They'd be like, just send the fucker to jail. It'll save us all a lot of time and energy in court time. So I got myself, the first thing SP told me or said to me when I told her about the speeding ticket was she goes, oh my God, are you allowed to get a speeding ticket? And I'm like, well, technically nobody's allowed to get a speeding ticket. You're not allowed to speed. It's against the law, which is retarded, by the way. I've got, I guess, a little bit of libertarian I still got left in me. I'm not saying there should be no speed limits, no stop signs, no speed limits, nobody going to slow me down. But it's got to be different because now it just seems like such a revenue generator, you know? And I know that's that kind of the hack talking point, but like, I was driving about 78 miles per hour. And when it switched from 70 to 60, the amount of people on the road didn't change. The amount of lanes didn't change. Like nothing changed. I'm still going the same speed. It was safe then. And apparently it's not safe now. And like I even told the officer, I'm like, I'm driving safely. Nobody's in danger. I got 3 kids in the back seat here. It's, it's honest mistake, whatever. They made it 10 miles per hour. They made it 10 miles per hour over, but speeding ticket's still a speeding ticket. Kind of sucks. Silver Wolf with $20 says happy anniversary and happy Rumble Friday. I love the idea of $20 being the going rate for happy anniversary. Thank you, buddy. $1 from Professor Tie-Dye says, for your 5th anniversary, it's awesome that you have your studio moved to 408 Hennepin Avenue, Minneapolis, Minnesota. All right, 408 Hennepin Avenue. Oops. Hennepin Avenue. Gay 90s. All right. Gay 90s. By the way, I did hear someone say recently, K90s used to be a gay bar. It's still a fucking gay bar. I heard someone coping about the gay 90s going, oh, it's not a gay, but it's fucking gay. It's fucking gay, dude. It's really gay. Remarkably gay. Silver Wolf with another $1 says, as someone who has to drive a governored, cameraed, and heavily monitored big rig. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys have eyeballs on you all the time. Joey Caravello with $5 says, for April, oh boy. Joey Caravello sending something for April. That's not good. That's not good. MSO says, as you can see, I've disowned my membership. Oh, yeah. Remember how I wanted to be at 600 memberships by the end of the 5th anniversary? We had expirations. We're 80 away. So gifting the shit out of memberships is a big thing today. Get MSO one, and that'll be the start of it. Dr. Doom says, we're not saying you can't drive your car fast. I think we get it. MSO, do you get what he's saying? I don't think I totally get the joke. Yeah, it's still like the gayest bar there is. All right, we got links coming in. Let's get rid of YouTube. YouTube, we put the Rumble link up there. Fucking losers on YouTube. You're gay if you're on YouTube. Get the fuck out of YouTube. Come on over to Rumble. Let's go have ourselves some fun over on the cool place. Bye, YouTube. There they go. Now they can come on over.